Smith has found his hand. So who will find his wicket and how?
When you talk about Steve Smith, without taking any credit away from him, he's a brilliant batsman. He's in brilliant form. But a Steve Smith coming into bat when Australians are 70 for 2 will be a different situation as to what has happened in a couple of games. Saying that, as we discussed in our post match yesterday, a Steve Smith is a busy player. So as a bowler, when the wicket is not assisting you, you can have your fielders close in. Let him take those big chances, like playing bigger shots than getting those easy singles. Let him come and reverse sweep you. Let him come and slog sweep you. Let him come and step out and hit you out of the park. Let him do that initially, because later on, once he's set, anyways he's going to do that. But why not make him do which he doesn't want to do when he is in initially? So keep those singles tight.
I think he's one of the most difficult batsmen to bowl at. He has this ability of hitting the balls in very unorthodox areas, in areas which very few batsmen can actually hit a bowler. So that's the ability that he has. And at the same time, he also has the ability to play orthodox shots as well, like normal cricketing shots. So because he has both these things, facets in him, it becomes very difficult to bowl at him. Last couple of games, he got out to bat when they were 140 in 15 overs or 18 overs. I mean, that's a different ball game. You pick an early wicket and he comes out to bat 20 for 1. That's a different ball game then. The bowlers are thinking differently. Obviously, the fielding is a lot more attacking then. So everything else is different. And I completely agree with Pragyan. When he comes into bat, don't give him easy singles. Get an extra fielder in if required. If it's after the 10 overs, you want an extra fielder in, get an extra fielder in. Let him play those big shots or the boundary shots and see where it goes.
I've asked this question of two people who I rate very highly. One is Sachin, one is Michael Clark. And both have fairly similar answers to what our friends have said. And Michael was actually more candid and vocal about it, saying that whenever Steve Smith comes into bat, whichever batsman that is, even if it is Donald Bradman, he will not be at his best. No one can be. And if that means 140 for no loss or 14 for 1, put attacking fields in place. Because in the first 20 balls, you tell your bowlers, you tell yourself as captain, in the first 20 balls, I'll get him. Whatever happens, I'll get him. If after that you don't get him, you change strategy. But you tell yourself, I will get him. If that means I'll put 2 slips in place, I'll put close in catching in place, I'll put whatever in place, I will make Steve Smith do things differently and think differently. I think that's your, and Sachin, for example, said bowl him on the 5th stump because he's unconventional. He will shuffle outside. And for normal batters, what you will do, 3rd stump, 4th stump, on off stump, you bowl Steve Smith in your 5th stump. And that's a mental adjustment Indian bowlers will have to do. That's what Sachin's suggestion was.